Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the Pokemon that I caught throughout the year of 2024, mostly the ones that I powered up. There's going to be other ones in there that are just going to be in the mix in between particular combat powers, and as well as taking a look at some of the awesome catches that I did and was able to get as well. Alright, so with that said, hope everybody is having a fantastic day and you had a great holiday season, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope you are doing good out there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just start this video right about now. Now, what I did is I put in age 0 to 200 or 365 for the whole year, basically, right? And now what that will do is just pull up every single Pokemon that you caught for this year here. Starting it off with the Palkia, we're just going from the highest combat power to the lower one. So far, amazing, right? I was not able to get a 100% Palkia, but I was able to get those two. All right, now let's go ahead and focus on these here. Now, this was one crazy investment, especially for the IVs that it does have as well. I did double legacy it, so Fire Punch as well as Precipice Blades. It did take an Elite Charge TM for those, right? And then we do have the Dynamax Metagross, which is going to be safe to power up because there is not going to be a Gigantamax form of it, but there will be a Melmetal, so keep that in mind. Then we have the powered up Annihilate, and then we have this 100 Dragonite. I do believe that 100 Dragonite was caught as a mighty Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Then we do have this powered up Conkeldurr here. It's my prize and joy. I love that thing. Pride and Joy. And then we just have a random Dragonite. I think that was from one of the mighty catches I got too. And then we have one of my favorites as well, the Shadow Excadrill. This thing has served me very well in the raids as well as in PvP Master League. And then we have a couple of these. I just powered this up just for the heck of it, just to see what it can do. It's not that great. This is another mighty Pokemon. I'm going to go through here and delete a lot of them after. I'm not going to do it on... You're not going to see it when I have it up here, but a lot of these random Pokemon, so yeah, you can just see the date. Definitely one of the mighty ones. There's going to be a lot of Electivires that I'm going to go through and start deleting. Powered up this Charizard, which was a horrible idea. I mean, it's not the worst. It's a 98, 15, 15, 14. That's not bad, but we do have the Gigantamax Charizard now, so yeah, that's my fault. And then we do have a couple of these Excadrill Dynamax, so we can have some really good ground type coverage, like going up Toxtricity and all that stuff. And then we do have the maxed out Gigantamax Gengar, Shadow Rampardos. The IVs aren't the best around, but it still puts in the work. I remember I made this Staraptor right before I went to Hawaii. So yeah, that was pretty much a year ago. Time flies. You know what's crazy? I still have one of the gifts that I got in Pokemon Go in my inventory. I haven't used it. It's still there. I'm going to hold on to it until I go back. So we'll see how long that's going to take. Then some random, mighty Pokemon. And then you had the Ultra Beast there, which I powered that one up just for the heck of it, just for fun. Why not? Then we do have the Inteleon. I wouldn't recommend doing that, the Dynamax form, because we're going to get a Gigantamax. It's not really worth it. I don't know. You can power it up to 40. Just don't max it out. And of course, we have the good old mascot here, the logo that we have now. Powered it up. I still don't have enough candies, which is crazy because I have a bunch of powered up Venusaurs. I powered up a Dynamax, pretty much maxed it out, and I used all of the candies on the moves that it has for the shield and all that good stuff and the healing, and they require quite a bit. Another mighty Pokemon, a random 4-star legendary here, another mighty Pokemon. Again, I'm going to go through and delete these. Also keep in mind, not keep in mind, but they did increase the storage recently too, so you have that going on if you need more space. I personally would rather go through and really see what I need, because on community days you're stacked on with a bunch of these shinies. They're just going to sit there. Nobody really wants them. Everybody has it already, unless it's something really special with like a special background or whatever the card is. You do have that, but you can go and just delete those because nobody cares. Everybody has that shiny already. And then that thing is amazing. Toxtricity maxed out. And there's that stinking Venusaur. I didn't power it up all the way, but it did come in handy for a grass type user, I guess. But I got a little too excited at first and I wasted a lot of Stardust. That's why I'm trying to warn you all. Another mighty Pokemon here, which is going to probably get transferred later. I just don't really need it. This is my best Charizard Gigantamax. I mean, really, I didn't even get a shiny. I didn't get a shiny for the Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard, and I did a crap load of those. Insane. Not complaining, I'm just saying. That's why I have some of those powered up. And then we do have this thing. I do believe I got this on Community Day. I actually hand catched that myself. No Master Ball, no nothing like that. I actually stayed. Another mighty Pokemon here. Yeah, definitely with that Frenzy Plant. And that will get transferred later on. It looks like I'm contemplating doing it right now. I'm not too sure why I'm stuck on that there. We have a shiny Giratina that we just recently caught. I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to that. I do transfer legendary shinies. And if you're thinking transfer them to home, wonder trade them away, you're right. I could do that. All right. I'll write that note down and I'll try to remember if I want to do a 1x1x1x1 so slow, or if I just want to get rid of the damn things right away. Okay. Okay. So a bunch of random Pokemon. They got so many damn PvP Pokemon for these community days. And we're coming up on 2025 here, and Go Battle League is still broken, and they haven't really done nothing, and yet they keep pumping out these newer PvP Pokemon as if it's supposed to be like so hype, but you go in there and every single stinking game is laggy. There's content creators that don't even really make videos anymore covering PvP because it's so busted. It's a sad state to see, and you're thinking, you haven't been uploading too much. Are you kind of walking away from Pokemon Go too? No, I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a break. I still play it every day. I've been doing this for 8 years, okay? I've had my channel longer than 8 years. And as you can see, some more Pokemon. I'll just talk to you guys now. Shiny, look at that. Look at that. That was awesome. Hatch that. But I've been doing this for 8 years, continuously, 2 videos to 3 videos a day. Just go, 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 go. I lost so many relationships, lost so many times where I could have hang out with family, but that's okay. This is what I made it. I made this channel like this so that I could kind of take a little bit of a break when I needed to. So we'll put in all that work, and look at that maxed out shiny Sharpedo, best buddy. Freaking kidding me? There's some more mighty Pokemon, but I'm just kind of taking a breather, right? Taking it a little slow right now. As we roll into 2025, I'm gonna get right back on that horse, and we're just gonna go pump it out, pump it out, pump it out. Got a nice card on the Palkia here. Does it have, nope, Hydro Pump, lovely. All right, I might as well just transfer it. You want Spatial Rend, or okay, wait, maybe one day they'll allow us to use an Elite Charge TM to get Spatial Rend. I know they will. During a particular event, they're going to, because they said in a blog once, it said at the moment. Never said you could never. It just said at the moment. So I feel like they'll unlock it during a particular time, but you still will have to use an Elite Charge TM to get those moves. As you can see here, plenty of these Palkias, and I did go back and I did transfer a couple. So that's just what it is. I can't be bothered putting one by one, folks, into the home. It's just a little too slow. Yes, I will do wonder trades and throw them out there, but when it comes down to kind of, I need to organize. I got about 50 legendaries, shinies I need to get rid of here, or 100. I'm just gonna kind of, throw them away. That Dialga shiny is just so perfect. It's like one of the best looking shinies. I love that teal color. I was able to get a shiny jacket Snorlax. Pretty happy about that one there. No problem. Okay, the IV is not the best, but that's okay. And I'm not gonna be going over everything because I do have a lot of like lower combat power Pokemon, and it'll just take for freaking ever. I could have made it at a ×2 speed, but then it'll be kind of hard to like focus on anything. It'll just be moving swipe, 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 right? Look at that, 98, very good. I got 100. One of these, that's pretty awesome. Okay, sounds good. All right, and then we do have the Zergatry shiny. That's the only one that I was able to get. And this Heracross shiny, I think I actually traded somebody with that for that. But it took forever. I mean, I couldn't get a shiny Heracross to save my life, and I did. Overall, maybe around 100 raids, maybe something like that, I think, when we had the unlimited, right? All right, so we have the Gengar here. I think this one, sorry, I got a text from my son. Got a little distracted there. Yeah, it's not even, it's just I caught it and it's just there. So now we're just getting at the point where these are just base caught Pokemon and nothing's really powered up. Although there are going to be, some great league Pokemon. Again, I'm not going to go over all of that, but I start to kind of like look down, scroll down to find the dang birds, because I have a lot more of those Galarian birds that I did catch. And speaking of which, you do have the 2 times duration for your daily instance, so make sure you take advantage of that, and also maybe even use roar time to stop it, so you can just have that much more and maybe get yourself a shiny, right? Those things don't run away. Just make sure you have a lot of Pokeballs, right? Also, people's games have been crashing. A local had it happen to them. I think they ran into the shiny Articuno and their game freaking froze and it was gone. Could you imagine? Oh my God, I would lose my mind. Oh, that's just insane. And that's not the only time I've seen it. I've seen it all over X as well. All right, so finally getting down into the Blastoise tier and Tapu Finn. You know, these things are just sitting around. I'm not going to really do any much with them. That was my best Enamoris. I mean, and I don't even have enough candies to power it up. I only did about 3, so I kept all 3 of the ones I did. Hopefully they can bring it back. It's a pretty decent fairy Pokemon. I'd like to have, you know, one powered up. That'd be pretty cool to use in the Master League, I suppose. Pretty interesting style. Blacephalon. What am I doing? Why am I looking at that? And why is that there? Okay, it's like some of these things are just kind of random. So you got me. A lot of these are just community days, which I'm going to go back and transfer. Shiny Golurk there, very nice. I go plus that one. I'm pretty sure I go plus that, yeah. And then we do have, wow, that's a pretty good Celesteela with the background there. 15, 15, 14. Not bad. With the background too. Cool. All right, there we go. There's the Moltres. I used the Master Ball in this one. That was the final one I needed. And I used the Master Ball because I still have 2 right now. So we're good. I have 2 Master Balls and I needed to complete the collection. But that's not the only one. You already know which other shiny I'm going to show you here. If you're not aware, Galarian Moltres, I caught that shiny. That was unbelievable. So I do have 100 Drampa, 96. And then a couple of dumb shiny Phalanx. I'm sorry. That Pokemon just looks so goofy to me. I don't know. It's just so weird. Then just Gengar hanging. That would have been my best Gigantamax Gengar, but I went with the shiny. So sometimes you just got to go with the shiny. I know it's all about the stat product, but whatever. A couple of little IVs off. It's not going to make too much of a difference here for me. But yeah. That's going to pretty much wrap it up as we do get here. I think I might, yeah, I'm just going to back out and scroll down here. I'm like, where are the dang birds at? All right, there is the Moltres. All right, so we got that Cresselia as well, the Shadow. Did you get your Shadow Cresselia? Thing's actually pretty stinking good. Like to use that. There is the other one. So I actually go plus this. Yes, I go plus this with a regular Pokeball. With a regular Pokeball. Crazy. I know. I was in Qdoba. And then I look at my phone and it's in my inventory. I'm like, my Go Plus freaking caught that thing. It did have a low combat power, so that obviously did help. What are the chances of that? Like, what literally are the chances of you Go Plusing a freaking Galarian bird with a regular Pokeball? That's insane. All right, so there's the shiny. I love that color. It's just pretty much like a regular Moltres kind of, but it does have that black background, so it just looks like it's popping at you. And the IVs are for freaking BBB. I'm not too sure if I want to power it up for the Ultra League. It's been doing pretty good for me in the Master League, so I think we'll hang out here for a little while. But those IVs, oh, you serious? So I just want to talk about when I caught it. I was walking Athena, and I was out in the woods somewhere. And then it popped up, shiny, and I started screaming like at the top of my lungs. I think I scared Athena a little bit. She thought something was wrong, but then I started getting excited, so she knew nothing was, everything was okay. It took a lot of Pokeballs. I'm telling you, I don't even remember how many I used. I made a video on it, but it had to be somewhere upwards towards maybe like 75. I was being really lazy with it, just having fun, but you shouldn't do that because your game could freeze or crash, right? And then eventually I just started Golden Raz. I use Golden Raz every time, but then I started using Ultra Balls. I tried to catch it in a Pokeball because I just wanted it in a regular Pokeball, but then I just bumped up to the Ultra Balls. I said, the hell with this crap. So yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just going through transferring stuff. I think we'll wrap it up here. Oh, we're looking at my shinies. That's what we're doing. Okay, so these are the shinies that I did get throughout the whole year. Larvesta, not bad. Happy about that one. Wasn't really trying. It just came about. I was finally able to hatch a shiny Salazzle, right? Female. It only took like 24 of them. That would be the 25th, and I traded for one too. All right, there you go, folks. Lechonk. And I do have a 100, literally a Nundo, a Shinundo. Is that how you call those? The 0% IV Pokemon. Evolved it, and it best buddied it up, called it Wilbert. Pretty awesome. There you have it, folks. That's the wrap up for me on my collection for the year. If you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And again, I'm not walking away from Pokemon Go. Like I already explained, I'm just taking a seat, taking a break, catching my breath, and then we're gonna just start running and going again like before. All right. So anyways, really appreciate you all, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.